Okay, number 10, treat the prospect, treat the person in front of you like a buyer. If I could eliminate the word prospect from your language, I would. Treat them like buyers. One of the biggest errors made while negotiating, particularly, especially by experienced salespeople, is the mistaken ability, supposed ability, that the experienced person has to determine who is and who is not a real buyer. Look, regardless of the circumstances, I don't care what they told you or what the situation is. No money, no budget, they got tax problems, they're not the decision maker, they can't make a decision. You know, they are the decision maker, but they can't make one. I don't care what you hear, treat the buyer like a buyer. Whether they have $10 or $100 million, treat them like they will buy from you, treat them like they can buy from you, treat them like they're gonna hook up, and they'll start hooking up. If it is to be, they say it is up to me. And if it is for you, then it's up to you, right? Look, you want to treat them all alike. Treat everyone like a buyer. Treat them like solid gold, important VIP, okay? Treat them like royalty. No matter how difficult, how tough, how resistant, how hard to close they are, how financially screwed up they are, treat them like they can play. You don't make them wrong. How can they be wrong? They're going to buy your kids bikes for Christmas. They can't be wrong. Don't make them wrong. Don't talk negative to other coworkers about your buyer, okay? Don't use slang to describe your buyers. I'm giving you some things to stop doing, okay? Every industry, from mortgage business to automobiles to appliance sales to insurance, you have this slang words or nomenclature that you use regarding your buyer. Look for signs that they are a buyer, okay? Look for a sign, something that gives you evidence, regardless of what they say, that they are buyers. I'll give you an example. I have this little trick that I play on myself, okay? When I'm in a close and I got a tough customer and I got a situation, I'm having trouble getting it, and I'm starting to talk myself, unwind myself out of the deal, you know, he's not going to buy. I'm starting to buy his presentation, basically. I survey, this is the trick, I survey the prospect for all the signs that would demonstrate that they've bought in the past. Oh, he's got a watch on, okay? He's got a shirt on. He's got a suit on. Got a necklace maybe. Oh, they drove up in a car. The house, yeah, I remember that house. I was at their house. Oh, they spent that money on the party. Oh, the guy's got a credit card. That's how he bought his blah, 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 right? I collect evidence that suggests there's a history of buying. See, all this evidence, the watch, the shirt, the jacket, okay, the shoes, all that evidence, the car he drove up in, the house he lives in, actually demonstrates the ability and his history of not just buying, but being closed. See, regardless of what this person is telling me, I always tell myself, Grant, every buyer is a buyer. It is my mantra. Every buyer is a buyer, right? Every buyer is a buyer. Treat them like they're going to buy. Treat them like they will buy, and you can turn people into buyers. Knock off the negative talk. Knock off the blame. Treat them like buyers. If you truly believe they will all buy today, tomorrow, or one day in the future, and you really, really, really believe this, it will change everything you do with your customer. It'll change everything you say, and it'll change how you act. The bottom line is this. Every human being on this planet, 6.5 billion people on this planet, I don't care if they're homeless and begging for food today. Every human being on this planet is a buyer. One day, someday, somehow, some way, they're going to hook up for something. Whether it's with you or not is up to you. Okay? Treat them like buyers. Treat everyone like a buyer.